There's a difference between the value that we provide our clients and the perception of that value, and the two different things. Now, we had a couple of situations last week where clients weren't necessarily happy with a couple of things. One of them is we hadn't provided enough value. We need to work on that. And as a company, we're always committed to that. One of our goals is that we're committed to maximizing the lifetime value that we provide to our clients. And we're always looking at ways to do that. We're always trying to get better, systemize, training you guys, innovating, investing in new technology and various other things. And we've got some really exciting ideas coming on board with that. So we're always trying to give more value. That's what we're committed to doing. But the other side of it, where in a few of these situations, is we provided the value, but the client hadn't perceived the value. And I think there's just a bit of a difference between that at the moment. So the value we're providing is here, and the perception of that value that we're providing is here. And it's really quite easy for us to raise that perception. Now, we don't want to raise the perception past the value that we're providing. That's called bullshit, right? We want to get it to where the value is. So our goal is to be constantly increasing the value that we're providing and constantly raising the perception of that value to match it. And so I experienced this myself this weekend, whereby I met with Will last week. We'd come up with some brilliant ideas of how to automate the creation of invoices in Xero from Stripe and how to reconcile everything. Some really high value stuff we'd put together, genuinely amazing stuff. Got to the weekend and I thought, has that stuff been done by Will? Has he done that? Is he in control of that? I know he's going away. And I thought, he's not done it. So I want you to understand my mindset, because it's the same mindset a client's going through, because I'm a client in this instance. He's not done it, therefore, I'm going to have to do it. That's the conclusion I got to. So he's not done it, so I'm now going to have to take control of this, which pisses me off for three reasons. Number one, I've got to do something that I hadn't intended on doing. Number two, I'm paying for that to be done. So now I'm paying for something that's not been done. And the third one that really gets to me is, I want to be doing other stuff. I don't want to be focused on this. I either want to be working on my business and strategizing and doing high level stuff, or I want to be playing with my kids and having fun. I don't want to be chasing something that I've not done. So I sent an email through, look, I'm going to take control of this now. This is all the things I've got planned. This is all the things that need doing. Will, God bless him, email me back. Yeah, James, all under control. Got it all planned it in with Rachel. Everyone knows exactly what they're doing. It'll all be sorted by the end of the week. I'll follow up with you when I'm back. It's all sorted. I'm like, shit. So I rang Will up, had a chat, I said, sorry mate, I know you're going on holiday, I didn't realise that you had it all done. And that's what I mean, the difference is, Will had provided tremendous value, put it all in, but because my perception of what he'd done was down here, because there's such a big gap, that creates that feeling. Does that make sense? Yeah? So just the three things I just want to share with you really quickly and how I'd like you to focus on increasing the perception of the value. Number one, I hope you're all remembering this. Thank you, Lucy, taking notes on this amazing stuff. The first one is, if you're planning something in with a client, if you've got a project that kind of sits outside what you're doing, or you're setting some goals, or you've got something that you've got to resolve for them, make sure you plan that work in. Make sure you agree the outcomes that the client wants. Make sure you agree the steps that you are going to take to achieve those outcomes. Make sure you agree who's going to be doing those things. If you want the client to do something, you've got to tell them. If you're going to be doing, if you've delegated Rachel, make sure all that's clear to the client and make sure there's dates on that. Because again, it could be all set. Will thinks he's got it in control and I'm thinking, yeah, I wanted it done on Friday. So we've got to make sure that we're doing that. And you've got Asana now or other tools as well. Very easy for you to get that blocked out into Asana, email that through to the client, do a screenshot of it and saying, hey, Mr. Client, just letting you know, following on from our meeting, these are all the tasks that we've confirmed. This is who's doing it. This is when it's going to be done. Bang. Fair enough? Yeah? Amazing value. The client will be wowed by that. The next thing is, while the project's going on, and this project could be a one-day project because we've had an issue from HMRC and we've got to jump on something and resolve something, or they've sent a letter, or the client's worried about something. That might be a one-day project, or it might be a week project or a month project. Keep in communication with that client throughout that time, because the moment you stop communicating with them, I'm thinking you're not doing anything. I'm thinking you've completely forgotten about my project. We had a thing at the marketing agency that I had, which is if somebody's website was down, which was like the worst scenario for us, someone's website's gone down, we would resolve that. We'd tell the client what we're doing, And then our rule was, on the hour, every hour, you ring the client to inform them where we're up to, even if nothing's changed. Just to ring the client and say, hey client, just to let you know, we're still on it, we're still waiting to hear back from this is where we are, nothing's changed yet, but I want to let you know that we're still on it. Because MAP core value number 8, above all else, demonstrate that you care deeply. All that client needs to know is that we care. And so just keep them in the loop. You've got to decide what that frequency needs to be. It might be hourly, it might be daily, it might be monthly, whatever it is that you need to do, but just always keep them in the loop. And there's a really good rule. Sam Walton, who set up Walmart, had a rule which was his sundown policy, which was by the end of every day, he will have always got back to everyone. Even if he's just emailing someone back to say, I've not had a chance to do this today, I'm on it tomorrow. It just lets the client know. And the final thing, and this is the glory bit, this is the bit I love, because I just love like positive feedback, reaffirmation of stuff, right? This is the easy bit. When you've done some great work for a client, you've done some brilliant stuff, tell them about all the amazing stuff that you've done. Send them a list saying, this is what I have done I love this start, as promised. As promised, this is what I have done for you, which means that, and this is what that means for you. So this is what I've done, and this is what that means for you, which means that you'll now be able to do X. I've communicated the ultimate value, because it's not just about you rattling through a series of tasks. We're doing that to give some value to the client at the end, to change their business, to improve something, to give them more time, whatever. Make sure you communicate that goal at the end as well. That's the glory steal. I would want that. I'd be ringing them up. I'd be doing them I've done a little video for you to share with your team. Did you get my video that I sent you through? Have you got my list I've sent you through? I'm going for the glory steal, yeah? This is the run to the crowd for the celebration, gold celebration. Are we having it? Okay. That's it. So the goal of the week is to raise the perception of the value that we're providing the client. The person who at the end of this week can demonstrate to me that they have communicated that to the client in the best way wins a prize. I've got the prize. It's under wraps at the moment, but the one who demonstrates, it's with Charlie's Toblerones from holiday. The one who demonstrates the most value, the one who demonstrates to give the most value wins the prize. All good? Cheers. Thanks, Paul.